Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is another practice video. My last practice video was with Schindler's List, and I got so many people telling me that they wanted more of this kind of video that I decided to do the same. This morning I'm going to start practicing the summer, the presto from Vivaldi, Four Seasons. So again, as I said in the last video, this is something which is obviously which I don't feel very comfortable with, because these videos are, as I said, unedited, and it's just literally what I'm practicing, so it's a complete kind of you really see the backstage of things, which is a bit scary on my side, obviously, to show myself completely without you know, any kind of protection, let's say. So but you all said it was useful to see, and it's useful for me also to analyze my practice and see what I could do better and how I could be more efficient. So this is why I'm doing this. So let's start. I'm going to start by doing it a bit slowly and just like working at the notes. that was like a first read. So now I'm actually going to be using an app called TOMPLAY, which has an orchestra accompaniment, like which I can play over, because even though I'm starting to work on it, it's really good, especially for Vivaldi, because the orchestra part is so important to actually understand, I think, from the beginning what's happening and how it works musically. So I'm going to be using this. The thing about this app is that I can like change the tempo as well, so I'll be starting slowly and then kind of try and bring it up to tempo. I'm going to put the link if you guys want to try the app, and they've agreed to give 30 days for free to all my subscribers, so I'll put the code that you have to use for that, and you can get 30 days free to use and try the apps if you like it. Okay, so let's start this. So let's first try with a bit under tempo, and then maybe 120, and then we'll put it up to real tempo. Obviously, like, this is, you know, the beginning of the work that I'm doing on it, so it's far from being perfect, but I think it really is, like, gives you an idea of what's happening, which is, I think, really good musically. So let's try it. I've got my speaker here, maybe not too loud, otherwise my neighbors are going to go crazy. Okay. Okay, so let's focus on this first part for this practice session. So it's good, that's kind of understanding more what's going on. Obviously, like, yeah, there's a big part, important part in the orchestra, so it's just, obviously the app is great, but obviously, like, you're not free to do the tempo that you want. You do have to follow the app. So this is why sometimes I'm like really kind of stuck to the music score trying to follow, because obviously it is all timed, but it is really useful. So let's try that again. I'm going to put it to a higher tempo. Okay, let's put it like just below the final tempo. So let's try. clear on this. It's not very together, so let's just, I think I can just select one bit of it and do it over and over again. So let's choose from here to here. Okay, so now I understand more what's happening. I think I will need to, in the next practice session, kind of... This is the hardest one. Okay, so, you know what, it's such a great way as well to see like which bit I'm comfortable with and which bit I'm not. So but let's try, actually I'm gonna try to do it fully from beginning to the end of the section that I stopped with full tempo. And I think that will be it for this practice session. Just then I will sit down and kind of write which bits need the more work, and that would be a good planning for my next practice session today. So let's go from beginning, full tempo, so fingers crossed, I'll be okay. Let's go. So that's it. Yeah, so there's loads of passages that obviously need work, like slow work, to really work on the intonation, on the clarity. I think that's one big thing, because it's quite fast, like to make them really clear bowing wise, so I'll try to practice like open strings and stuff like this. But that was like a first work. In my first work on the piece, I do like to have an idea of where it's supposed to be. This is why I'm using this app. Obviously then I can use it later as proper run through, like just before it, you know, playing it with orchestra. But that's also a good way to use it for a first run through, I think. So anyway, that's it for this video. Don't have much battery left, but as I said, I'll put the code in if you want to try the app. And yeah, happy practicing to me for the rest of the day, and to you if you are working, whatever. And see you next time.